Hi everybody, welcome back to SAM1 Bird Products. Let's get stuck in to where are they now. So here's a quick recap, a little short video of what I posted on the previous one to see what I thought about them then. Let's have a look now. So I've just picked these three out to do a quick video on. These are three from the first round that I like, I'm keeping an eye on. All from three different pairs, which is nice. One on the left is a golden faced sky blue cock. Really like the size and shape of him. Good length of mass. I'm hoping his spots get better than how they appear now because his father's got absolutely fantastic spots, but the mother has got slightly smaller spots. So that's something to keep in mind. But everything else is ticking boxes. Good size bird, good quality, gorgeous colour. One for the future. The hen in the centre, cinnamon cobalt hen. She's off a grey cock to a dominant pied dark green hen. Didn't actually know that the cock was split cinnamon first time using him, and he was off two normals. But she's come out and she's a good one, so that's great. Again, a lovely shape to her. Then the one on the right is a Texas clear body yellow faced sky blue cock. This guy I really like. He's pulling a bit there. Again, a lovely shape, lovely length to him, good length of mass, lovely clean cat. Another one to keep an eye on for the future. Here are a couple of clips of the golden faced sky blue. Now me personally, I'm pleased with him, but his spots haven't developed like I hoped. So let's take a closer look. Here is a quick video on the cinnamon cobalt hen. Now, she's still a lovely hen, but she's had some small flecks come in the top of the cap. Not really sure where that's come from. Both of the parents are clean, and most of the family are clean in the background. So whether it's a real throwback or just a fault in that one particular bird. So let's have a closer look. And finally, out of the three birds is the Texas cock. Now this Texas clear body has developed just like I thought. He's turning into a really impressive bird, but he's still got a little bit of change to do. Let's see how he turns out. Now all three birds behind me have turned out into decent birds. That's what I was hoping and that's what I wanted. So I'm pleased with how they're shaping up. They've still got some shaping up and changing and molting, etc. to do. But all three birds are good quality. All three birds have features that I desire for the breeding cages and for the show team. These will be birds that I will use. These will be three crucial birds that I use next season. But how exactly they turn out is still a mystery to everyone. Birds can change. Birds can get a lot better. Birds can all of a sudden change shape due to putting on body mass and getting fit through being able to fly in the flights that you give them. But this is the part where if you liked it in the nest box, you've liked it as a young bird, you're still liking it whilst it's coming into a bit of maturity, these are the ones to watch. If you didn't like it in the nest box, You didn't like it when it was in the nursery cages. More than likely, you're not going to like it later on down the line. And this is where you have to make some decisions on what to keep and what to use. But these three birds, I'm really pleased with. Now, within the 2025 season, there has been some decent stock bred, which I'm pleased about. We've bred some good hens, and we've bred quite a few hens, which I think is quite a crucial bit for the following season. You need a team of hens, and you need a team of your own bred hens. You know what they're off, you know how old they are, you know they've not been used, and you know hopefully what's behind them. You know how good the father was, you know how well the parents performed, as in egg laying, fertility, do they rear their own chicks. These are the kind of features that I look for, along as well as, are they a good bird, have they got this, have they got that. What about the productivity wise? If you've got birds that don't produce well, but produce good stuff, you're more than likely going to follow that line because of the quality. But what about actually productivity? I like to see a good clutch of eggs, all being fertile hopefully, all of them hatching, or at least most of them hatching. And then those that do hatch, you want to see a very, very, very high rate of those making it to the perch. This is then a good, productive family. Regardless of how they look visually or what colour they are, this is the productive side, and this is what you should be looking at if you want to pursue a stud of birds. Anyone can breed one good one, and anyone can do some winning for a season or two with that one bird they've bred. But have they got a stud, have they got a family of birds? That's where you need to look at the productive side along with the visual side. Now behind me here are some of the nursery cages that are in use for some of the 2025 youngsters. Now at this stage I've already assessed them in the nest box. I've assessed them when they've come into here, and the next assessment will be when they go into the trolley cage before they go into the big flight. Now at this stage it's nice to see a good amount of good babies. There are some relatives to the three that I've selected. And this is nice then again for next season for the breeding purposes. I've got other birds to use within that family. The family just haven't produced one, they've produced 3 or 4, maybe more. Some families have produced all good youngsters this year. They are then the breeding team for next year. You can create a line and a family by using lots of the same family within your breeding team. That's how you do line breeding. That's the route of success within building a stud. The more related birds you can use, the more quality birds obviously you can use, the higher your bar of quality will get, and the higher the level of quality of youngsters you will produce each year. If you've only got 1 or 2 good ones, you need to build a family around the 1 or 2. And then each year you'll get more and more numbers. In theory, as long as you can get the productive side working, you will produce good families of birds that look very similar, have the same features, have the same traits, you know, whether they're all wide, whether they've all got deep mass, whatever it might be. The more and more of those genes you can lock in, the better success you'll have. Okay, so that's it for this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed that and seen where they are now. I will keep posting about these birds so we can all learn about them. It's nice for my own sake that I'm keeping a record of it visually, but also so we can see how these birds develop. I've selected 3 of the good babies, 3 that I do really like, and I'll keep progressing them, and even hopefully up until when I breed from them and see what they produce. this hopefully will be a good thing for the future for people to look back on and see how the birds have developed and how they've changed, and also how they've ended up, seeing them from a young age from when I videoed them to now and also into the future. Let's see how they change, let's see how they develop, and hopefully that will give you some ideas of how your birds could end up if they have certain looks about them, if they have a certain feature. Keep on top of looking at quality birds, keep on top of being hard on yourself. Don't keep birds for the sake of it, move them on, be prepared to then get some new outcrosses in, start with some fresh blood. You need to keep improving. If you want to win, if you want to succeed, whether that's building a stud of birds or winning at shows, you need to be ruthless. Keep as many young hens as you can, and keep those hens that don't even look like show winners if they're off a good pair or off a good cockbird. But with your cockbirds, where you can, be really ruthless. This will help you out with your pairings, which then with the pairings being successful will help you out with building a stud or winning at shows. I'll see you at the next one. Thanks a lot.